All right, guys, welcome to our group presentation. Topic: managing stress. Presenters: John Marzan, Aiden, Mo, Tamim, Alan. All right, so my name is John Marzan, and today our group will be discussing stress, its types, symptoms, sources, and ways to manage it. Stress is commonly defined as the body's response to demand or change. Stress can affect our availability to communicate and interact with others, especially when the stress becomes too overwhelming. The four, there are four main types of stress. The first is acute stress, which is the common type. The type of stress, short term, and usually comes with everyday pressures, such as deadlines or a busy day. The two, second type is episodic acute stress. This happens when someone experiences acute stress frequently and rarely gets relief from it. People with this type of stress often rush or overwhelm most of the time. The third type of is chronic stress, which is long-term stress that lasts months or even years. Chronic stress can occur when people feel trapped in difficult situations and feel there is no solution. All right, the last part, the fourth type of is eustress, which is positive stress. Eustress can motivate people and help them perform better, such as preparing for a job interview or an important presentation, like this one. To manage stress, one, this is the part where I'm going to say on a later background. I'm going to hand it over to Aiden. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're gonna go over the symptoms of stress. There's essentially three types of symptoms that you can experience. There's body symptoms, so these are more um, like physical symptoms that you can feel, such as like headaches, muscle tensions, and pain. There's also chest pain that you can feel, and you can also feel fatigued. There's also disinterest in things that we normally enjoy. And you could also feel stomach upset or problems in there. And then there's also sleep problems. The second type of symptom is mood symptoms. So these are like ranging from mental to emotional factors that you would feel when stressed out. So one common one can be feeling really anxious. Another can be having a mind that's not restless and it just keeps swirling among the thoughts that you have. There's also a lack of motivation or focus, so you're trying to complete a task, but it's hard to do so. You can also be more easily angered or irritated. And you can also experience feelings of sadness or depression. And then there's also behavior symptoms. So these are just symptoms in a way that affects how you act or behave. Um, some of these, like overeating or undereating or drug or alcohol or tobacco use, is a way of using substances or a coping mechanism to try to overcome the stress. There's also angry outbursts. This is also, tying to the mood symptom of being more easily angered. And there's also social withdrawal. Um, Coming to the sources of stress, there's two ways that you can get stress. There's internal stressors, so from these are intangible stressors. Like for example, um, there's obstacles at work. So for example, maybe there's a hard deadline of a project that you need to finish or complete, and that creates a mental stress, even though it's nothing physical. There's also, for example, like financial issues. I mean, even though there is like a physical exchange of money, there's still that um, status of how much money you have in general and how it can affect your financial life. That can be a stress motivator. And there's also friend and family issues, which is relationships, relationship complications, and um, yeah. There's also the second type of source of stress you can get is externally, which is something that's actually, you can see in person that impacts, that makes you stressed out. Like, for example, everyday challenges. Maybe you're stuck in traffic and that makes you stressed out because you're trying to get to work on time. Um, there's also, I do want to mention that personality type A is a main stress, can be a root of where a lot of stress comes from because with this personality type, you're more stressed out about things and not laid back because your mind tends to be more preoccupied with all the work that you have and stuff. So it basically exaggerates the things that you have to do and exaggerates the amount of stress that you basically get.
All right, so stress management and the four A's. To manage stress, one useful method discussed in the chapter is called the four A's, stress management, right? So these include like avoid the stressor. That's number one. Avoid the stressor by staying away from a situation that creates unnecessary stress. Two, alter the stressor by improving communication or managing time better. Three, adapt. Adapt to the stressor by adjusting our mindset and learning coping strategies. Then the last one, four, accept. Accept the stressor by recognizing that some situations cannot be changed and learning to handle them calmly. All right, so in short, like other ways to reduce stress, including exercise, meditation, getting us enough sleep, listening to music, and spending time with supportive friends and family. And yeah, that is our presentation.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.